Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays GeoGuessr. Let's play, shall we? Last run went very, very well, in spite of an early guess that will offend all of my Norwegian and Swedish viewers. I apologize. I would love to visit your fine nations. I made a mistake. I'm going backwards just a little bit here to see the sign that we're passing here. This sign says Belgrade Lakes region, I-95 exit 128. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're not in Serbia in spite of that Belgrade thing, and the I-95 means we're in America. Now we just need to figure out where the hell Belgrade Lakes is before we just comb the entire country looking for the I-95. Augusta and Winthrop. Isn't Augusta in Georgia? There's so many American cities. So there's Georgia just above Florida. Looking for the I-9. Hey, there it is. I-95. Okay. So we're on the I-95. Looking for Augusta and Winthrop. We could be starting in Florida, maybe. Looking for Augusta and Winthrop. And there's an airport. That might be somewhat helpful. There's Savannah, Georgia. Ridgeland. Make up your mind. Is it the 95 or the 17? St. George. If Augusta's ahead, we should not be in South Carolina. Let's try this again. We're on the I-95, starting from like Jacksonville down here in Florida. There we go. I-95, we're going to zoom in. Get ready for the most exciting part of your day right here. We're going to comb this I-95, looking for Augusta. It's also near the 11, the 17, and the 100. There's the 17. 17 is ahead. 22. Augusta and Winthrop. How could there be a town with an airport that doesn't show up like this? There's the 25. Maybe we're traveling in the other direction. You ever think about that? I should think about that. So what are we looking for? 11, 17. Now I've lost the 11 that I had earlier. Oh, there's the 17. Okay. So let's assume that we're traveling from the other direction, and you'd get off at this exit. What is this town? Doesn't even have a name. This looks like it could be where an airport is. Are these the Belgrade Lakes? I wouldn't be surprised, maybe. And that's the 17? I'm going to say that we're like right here. In some... Oh, what? What? I thought I had it. There's the 95. There's the 17. There's the 11. It's Augusta, Maine. And there's the Augusta State Airport. Shit. Well, considering we were so wrong, we're lucky that we were at least on the right coast. Man, alright. This is Enios. This appears to be Japan. I've been in Japan in GeoGuessr from time to time, and it's not a pretty sight. Japan, you know, thankfully for GeoGuessr purposes, a relatively small country, but it can be pretty difficult to tell where you are. We're not necessarily in Yokohama just because there is the Yokohama tires. That's a worldwide brand. The good thing about Japan from a GeoGuessr standpoint as well is that some of the signs, depending on where you are in the country, can be in English, in addition to Japanese. Now, I don't read Japanese at all. I'm assuming if you do, you would probably be in a much better position right now. But you're going to have to bear with me on this one. We're going to be looking for some English text. Is there some Pocari Sweat in that vending machine? I don't see it. Could really go for a Pocari Sweat right now. So, it's another situation where... it's a bit dangerous because the country is very thin and very long. If you have a country that's like a circle, like you know you're in Ohio, for example. I'll show you, you probably know, but I'll show you Ohio on the map here. If you know you're in Ohio, the country is basically a circle. So if you pick somewhere like in the radius, you're not going to be off by that much, right? Japan, on the other hand, well, yeah, let's go the long way. Japan, on the other hand... There we go. It's very tall. It's not a huge country, but it's tall and thin, kind of like a Norway, Sweden, Finland. situation. So if you're off, you can be way off. Where even are we right now? We can keep going down this way. Just like no English characters whatsoever. Which I'm not saying the country should have to have English everywhere. Just for my purposes in GeoGuessr, it might be nice. Let's move along. Absolutely nothing. There's a V. DYDO. Pardon me. That doesn't really help. There's an Asahi. Oh, a soft drinks vending machine. Okay. Well. The other thing is, having never actually been to Japan, you know, I can't say that this isn't like Osaka or Tokyo or something like that. You know, I don't know what the districts look like. Oh, what about, okay. Sports teams can be a huge help sometimes. Anybody know who Bugiochi plays for? It looks like he plays for the Giants. Maybe that might be the San Francisco Giants. Yeah. Or it could be the Lotte Giants, who I believe play in Busan, South Korea. But that is probably not going to be the country. Hello? Nice to see you. Meow twice if you're in Kyoto. Well, we're going to have to take a guess at some point. What about this poster? That is not particularly helpful. I'm at a bit of a loss. I'm going to assume, perhaps wrongly, that we're in a slightly, I mean, it's not rural, but we're in a slightly less, like, industrialized, there's a Sony, like, reseller down there or something. I don't mean to say industrialized. I'm trying to come up with the word that I want. A slightly less touristy area, based on the fact that there is no English. And, well, I mean, also, you know, and I realize it is Japan. Oh, we just continue. Wait, can we go straight down here? Okay, we can. I'm going to go, like, one more street. I keep getting turned around here. I think we've pretty much reached our end. What do you think? Do you think we're on, like... You think we're on the western coast of the country? Because this would be, like, the end of it right here? I'm going to say that maybe we're in, like... Maybe we're down here. Like, right here. Doesn't this kind of look like we could be in... Maybe Nagasaki? I know it's a city with some enormous historical significance, so you'd think that it might have some tourism, but I'm gonna take a shot at it. Okay. We were far off, but we weren't that far off. Not as far off as we were in America. So I was right at least to think that it was on the southwestern coast. That's nice. Well, it's on the southwestern coast in one way. Sure, I'm relatively pleased with that. Looks like a touristy type summer boardwalk area. Looks European. Lots of French. Les tamarines. We got ice cream. La marine. Just want to take a look. There's a lighthouse. Is this place known for a light? I mean, I was already assuming that it would be on the coast, so let's assume that we're in France. This is like the definition of the south of France when I think of it in my mind, which might be a little bit of a... oh, this is perfect. Might be a little bit of a stereotype, but if we come back here, look at this truck. Like, this truck could not be a better thing for GeoGuessr. So we see Poitiers and Limoges and La Rochelle. La Rochelle is like over here. Yeah, La Rochelle. And then there's Limoges, which is right here. So you got like, I wish you could draw on the board. And then Poitiers. Poitiers shouldn't be too far away from La Rochelle. All right, when we get that close, it's not that. Oh, there's Poitiers. It's actually it's further down. Oh, I was in La Roche. That's La Rochelle. Okay, so I'd say we're somewhere in like this region. Why don't we suggest that we're just like in La Rochelle? It's on the coast. It's not the south of France, but there could totally I could see there being a lighthouse here. We were obviously like on the boardwalk or something. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it was pretty good. We were actually on the island off the side, but still, only 29 kilometers. You could probably swim that if you were a triathlete, maybe. That was a really good guess and a very fast one as well. This is number 4. Lidl. Drink glory, don't calorie. Drink glory, don't calorie. It's a diet drink. Drink glory, don't calorie. Okay. Maybe. That doesn't really help us too much, but it was entertaining for me. That looks like... again, this is a very, perhaps, ignorant way of doing it, but when I try to figure out what country we're in, I think of hockey. And this word right here, salatu, even though I pronounced it like it was French, makes me think perhaps we're in Finland. I also see like Vitti. That looks like it could be Finnish to me, but it could also be other places in northeastern Europe. Like it could be like Lithuania. Vilnius is obviously the capital. Latvia is I doubt it's Estonia, but I'm thinking right now it's like Finland on the border of, well, like near the border region with Russia. But I'm not confident in that yet. This is so good. I really should have looked behind me here. Now, when I see like I don't know, is it called an umlaut? Like these characters right here? That makes me think less Finland. But I don't know. This is looking Finnish to me. There's a Subway. The Finns notoriously love sandwiches, so I can understand. There's the K Supermarket, Hydra Market, Hartela. I'm getting like a Swedish vibe as well. No, I've got to go with Finland based on my hockey knowledge. That looks very Finnish. Don't make fun of the way I say Teemu Selanne. I know I have Finnish viewers. I say Teemu Selanne. No one has ever even brought it into question. I've been saying Teemu Selanne for like 26 years, right? He started playing hockey when I was like 4, basically. I don't know where we are specifically. I guess we're in... no, I was going to say Autokeskus. It's probably like auto maintenance or something like that. Apparently, the way that we say Teemu Selanne is not even close to the correct way, just so, you know, the more you know. Hey, it's very beautiful here. I could see this maybe being a little bit more like Helsinki. You know, there's some infrastructure, schools, shopping centers, apartment buildings. Last time we were in Finland, it was a little bit sparser. But I should, you know, mention that I don't know we're in Finland, but yeah, okay. Let's go back down to Helsinki here. And there's Viti. Okay, so Viti was this way. Why don't we just split the difference and say we're like right here, a little closer to the city. We were 5 kilometers away. That is amazing. And we've actually somewhat salvaged this seed, although there's no chance for us to get over 20,000 points. This camera, combined with the fact that I think we're driving on the right side of the road, probably means we're in the United States of America. New management. Bait and tackle shop is under new management, in case you guys are interested. The problem, like, it's a double-edged sword. Well, it's not a double-edged sword. It's a sword where both edges point at you. It's a sword where the handle is sharp. If you're in the U.S. and you have an old camera and you're in a rural area, there's not going to be any big signs. So, like, best of luck when it comes to reading anything on these, like, 2001 era Nikon Coolpix, right? 40 miles per hour. So we are in the U.S., not like rural Canada. This sign north on the 221 or south on the 221? Now, I'm thinking we're probably in, somewhere in this region. Is it 221? It's 221 with a shield. There's the 220. Oh, come on. Don't do me dirty like this. Oh, there's the 221. All right. How long does it... Let's remember. Roanoke, is that Virginia? Roanoke, Virginia. Maybe West Virginia. It goes down here for how long? Ah, it stops like here, unless I'm mistaken. Oh, yeah, I am mistaken. It stops like here. But you have to be able to go south on it. So I would assume that we're like... maybe in Independence, West Virginia? Is that West Virginia? Let's keep following the 221 here. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, don't lose it. Let's zoom out for a second. Independence, West Virginia. Roanoke. That was the other one. Oh, no. There it is. Okay. We can find it again. Oh, 221. Does the 221 go further north from Roanoke? Might be Roanoke. I don't know. It doesn't look like it does. So you pretty much got a stretch of road that goes like from Roanoke down to Independence, and then it goes like a little further. I'm just gonna say that we're in Independence, West Virginia. It kind of splits the difference for the length of this road. Yeah, I'm totally pleased with that guess. Now, admittedly, we could not have fucked up harder. Well, we could have easily on the first guess, but overall we ended up getting 19,784 points. That's pretty good, all things considered. Our Japanese guess was not fantastic either, even though it looks like I guessed South Korea here. I promise you that I did not. Thanks for watching. You can play the seed for yourself. This was a little bit of a shorter episode, but that's the guesses. We were lucky enough to have games that are seed here that gave us some pretty good information to go on. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, show your support. Click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.